Hello, Commissioners. My name is Alexis Moore, and I'm a Principal Planner with the City of Lakewood's Comprehensive Planning and Research Division. This presentation is for the December 6th, 2023 Planning Commission regular meeting to consider, discuss, and vote on case PL 23-0002, the 40 West ArtLine Framework Plan. The request is for Planning Commission to adopt the 40 West ArtLine Framework Plan and recommend approval of the plan to City Council as an amendment to the Lakewood Comprehensive Plan. This is the overview of what will be covered in the presentation. It's a condensed version of the presentation given for the November 8th, 2023 Planning Commission study session, which can be viewed on Lakewood Speaks. Based on the study session discussion and a final staff review, minor edits were made to the plan and were incorporated into the final draft plan being considered for adoption. These edits will be addressed later in this presentation. This map shows the current 40 West ArtLine route. It is approximately 4 miles long and a green painted line on the ground, roughly between Wadsworth and Sheridan Boulevards, along historic West Colfax Avenue and the W Line light rail in the heart of the state-certified 40 West Arts Creative District. The idea for the 40 West ArtLine emerged from the community during a planning effort for the Lamar station on the W Line light rail in 2011. That planning effort resulted in the 40 West Arts District Urban Design and Mobility Concept Plan, and also launched the creation of the nonprofit 40 West Arts District. The community envisioned an arts loop as a green painted line on the ground to activate and beautify the 3 parks in the neighborhood and the spaces between with art and creative placemaking element. The concept addressed a number of goals related to a need for enhanced and improved parks and open space in the neighborhood, better multimodal transportation connections to the light rail station and other transit locations in the area, benefits for public health and encouraging more walking and biking in the neighborhood, improving economic development opportunities, and honoring the local history of the West Colfax corridor. In 2016, the city and project partners were awarded a grant from the National Endowment for the Arts to help bring the idea for an arts loop to life. That grant launched the creation of the 40 West ArtLine with over 70 public art installations created by more than 24 artists and thousands of community members involved in the project. Since 2018, when the ArtLine officially opened, the project has received numerous local, state, and national awards and has largely been supported through grants and partnerships. While the 40 West ArtLine has been recommended in a number of adopted city plans and policy documents as seen here, it has never had its own overarching guiding plan, and that is something that project partners have long recognized as a need to ensure the long-term sustainability and viability of the 40 West ArtLine. This slide highlights the project need and goals, which includes providing a long-term sustainable vision to guide future decisions for the ArtLine, helping project partners secure grants and other funding for implementation and maintenance of the project, and providing detailed guidance for public and private improvements and investments along the route. In 2022, the City of Lakewood was awarded a grant from the Denver Regional Council of Governments to develop a 40 West ArtLine Framework Plan and design standards and guidelines to help implement the plan. The 40 West ArtLine design standards and guidelines are going through a separate parallel process with the Lakewood Design Review Commission and then City Council. Livable City Studio was selected as a project consultant through a competitive bid process to work with the city, 40 West Arts, and our other partners to develop the plan. This slide shows the project schedule, which kicked off at the fall of 2022 and highlights the key milestones and different points in the process, as well as the various community outreach and engagement efforts that will be talked about in a moment. This project builds on a significant amount of past work. As mentioned, one of the first steps in the process was to consolidate, summarize, review all of that past work and community engagement into the existing resources and community input summary, which is available on the project website. This summary not only documents the work leading up to the development of the framework plan, it also incorporates the input from the framework plan process as well. In addition to this document, a summary in Spanish of the plan is also available on the project website. Community engagement for the framework plan process was extensive and highlighted opportunities for involvement in a number of different ways, as seen here, through traditional open houses, pop-up events at different geographic locations along the ArtLine to really meet people where they are at and to learn about specific needs, We worked with 2 community connectors who were paid members of the project team and were able to do outreach and engagement with their communities in the ArtLine neighborhoods. We also worked closely with a number of small group stakeholders, including Rocky Mountain College of Art and Design, or RIMCAD, Metro West Housing Solutions, the City of Edgewater, the West Colfax Community Association, among others, to get their input at various points in the process. Project partners also mailed out over 5,000 postcards to property owners and occupants along the ArtLine route and in the vicinity to encourage their participation and awareness about the project. And overall, we had hundreds of individuals involved in helping to develop the framework plan. The community input from the framework plan process and past work helped inform the recommendations in the plan. This slide highlights the key sections of the document. The presentation will highlight the important details in bullets 4, 5, and 6. The full draft of the plan is available on Lakewood Speaks and the project website. The vision for the 40 West ArtLine as documented in the plan is as a public art and creative placemaking experience that connects parks, transit, local businesses, and neighborhoods in the 40 West Arts Creative District. The plan additionally recommends 4 high-level goals to help achieve the plan vision. This includes developing vibrant art and public realm experiences, creating smaller, more manageable loops along the 4-mile route, creating transformative destinations, and ensuring the ArtLine is a long-lasting, sustainable community amenity. In addition to the overarching goals, these 5 strategies are woven throughout all of the segment recommendations. They include densifying public art in strategic locations, integrating art with new development and adaptive reuse, improving mobility and connections, creating programming and destinations, and emphasizing a sense of identity. Based on community input, one of the big ideas that came out of the process is that the plan envisions 6 smaller, more manageable segments as shown on the map. The map differs from the current route in that the solid lines are the existing ArtLine route, where the dashed lines are new proposed segments through the Rocky Mountain College of Art and Design campus, or RIMCAD, or along both sides of some streets where currently the route exists only on one side. The framework plan highlights each of the 6 segments, describes the existing character of the area, important destinations, and key concept recommendations for each area. It also includes 3 priority projects. The 3 priority projects to focus on first, in order to showcase what the entire ArtLine can be, are shown on this slide. They include the hub at 40 West Arts Plaza, shown in the lower right-hand corner, developing Lamar Street as an art corridor / street gallery and festival street on the lower left, and densification of W-line bike path with public art. In addition to the 6 unique segments of the ArtLine, we recognize that there must be common visual elements throughout the route that keep the ArtLine cohesive and ensure it is easy and comfortable to navigate and experience. The 3 key elements to consider include cohesive streetscapes such as benches and lighting, a green line that is consistently marked along the route with varying treatments depending on the context of the site, and finally, public art and creative placemaking all along the route, as these are really the core of what the ArtLine is all about. The final section of the plan is the implementation section, which is important in identifying the details of how all the recommendations in the plan will be implemented. This includes the players, potential funding, timelines, and other consideration for staffing, policy, and regulatory considerations. As mentioned, a few minor edits were made to the October draft of the plan to address staff and commissioner feedback. These edits are included in the November draft of the plan, which is being considered for adoption. They are also further identified in the staff report. The edits generally include minor typo and design edits in a couple of locations to text, a photo, and a couple of maps, removal of bike lane recommendations on Kendall Street to be consistent with the Lakewood Bicycle System Master Plan, and additional text in the implementation section to address the duration of the plan being 10 to 15 years and the allowance for flexibility of ideas and recommendations that could come forward during the life of the plan, as well as change to policy and regulatory considerations to address potential future route changes or extensions to the ArtLine and the use of the ArtLine name and brand. In summary, it's important again to acknowledge the extensive amount of community input that has gone into developing the plan from 2011 to date. The plan was available in October and November for public review and comment on the project website. Planning Commission received updates on the plan at various points in the project and reviewed and discussed the plan at a study session in November. The final edits were incorporated into the draft that is being considered for adoption at the December 6th meeting. After that date, the goal is that City Council would review and approve the plan in February and implementation would begin. The requested action is that Planning Commission adopt the 40 West ArtLine Framework Plan PL 23-0002 and recommend approval of the plan to City Council as an amendment to the Lakewood Comprehensive Plan. This has been a presentation for the Planning Commission regular meeting on December 6, 2023 for the 40 West ArtLine Framework Plan. If you have any questions or comments, you may comment here on Lakewood Speaks or during the meeting on December 6th. Thank you.